Years ago, we were told that aging was inevitable, that our bodies would simply deteriorate over time, and that there was nothing we could do about it. But groundbreaking research in cellular biology and exercise physiology has shattered this myth completely. I'm Dr. Linda Parker, and today I want to share with you 5 scientifically proven exercises that don't just slow aging, they actually reverse it at the cellular level. These aren't complex gym routines or expensive treatments. They're simple movements that can transform your biology, restore your vitality, and give you back years of functional life. What you're about to learn comes from decades of research involving thousands of participants, Nobel Prize-winning discoveries about cellular regeneration, and clinical trials that have left the medical community amazed. These exercises work by targeting the fundamental mechanisms of aging itself, rebuilding your body from the inside out. By the time we finish today, you'll understand exactly how to activate your body's natural anti-aging systems and why these 5 movements are more powerful than any supplement or medical intervention currently available. Let me start with a reality that millions face every day. You wake up feeling stiff, your joints ache before you even get out of bed, and simple tasks like climbing stairs leave you breathless. You look in the mirror and barely recognize the person staring back at you. Your energy crashes by mid-afternoon, your balance isn't what it used to be, and you've accepted that this is just what getting older means. You've tried various treatments, spent money on supplements, maybe even considered more drastic medical interventions, but nothing has given you back that sense of vitality you once had. Here's what's really happening inside your body. As we age, our cells begin to lose their ability to regenerate efficiently. The mitochondria, which are the powerhouses of our cells, start producing less energy. Our telomeres, the protective caps on our chromosomes, begin to shorten, leading to cellular damage and death. Muscle mass decreases at a rate of 3 to 8% per decade after age 30. Bone density drops, cardiovascular efficiency declines, and our nervous system starts to slow down. But here's the revolutionary part that changes everything. Specific types of exercise can actually reverse these processes at the molecular level. The first exercise that literally turns back the clock is resistance training with progressive overload. Now, before you think this means lifting heavy weights in a gym, let me explain exactly what this means and why it's so powerful. Progressive resistance simply means gradually challenging your muscles with slightly more resistance over time. This can be done with resistance bands, light weights, or even your own body weight. When you perform resistance exercises properly, something remarkable happens inside your cells. Research conducted at the Mayo Clinic and published in Cell Metabolism showed that resistance training reverses age-related decline in mitochondrial function. The study followed participants aged 18 to 80 and found that resistance training actually restored mitochondrial function to levels seen in much younger people. The mitochondria began producing energy more efficiently, cellular waste was cleared more effectively, and the proteins responsible for cellular repair were activated. This isn't just about building muscle strength, though that's certainly part of it. This is about rebuilding your cells' ability to generate energy and repair themselves. The specific protocol that produces these results involves working your major muscle groups twice per week with exercises that progressively challenge your system. You might start with wall push-ups and progress to modified push-ups on your knees. You could begin with sitting down and standing up from a chair without using your hands, then progress to doing this movement more slowly to increase the challenge. The key is the progressive element, gradually increasing the difficulty as your body adapts. Your muscles respond by not just getting stronger, but by activating genes associated with youth and cellular repair. The second exercise that reverses aging at the cellular level is high-intensity interval training, but adapted specifically for mature adults. Traditional HIIT might seem intimidating, but the version that produces anti-aging benefits can be done by anyone, regardless of current fitness level. This exercise pattern works by creating controlled stress on your cardiovascular system, which triggers a cascade of beneficial adaptations throughout your entire body. Studies from the European Heart Journal demonstrated that interval training increases telomerase activity by up to 30%. Telomerase is the enzyme that rebuilds telomeres, essentially giving your cells a longer, healthier lifespan. Participants who followed a specific interval training protocol showed cellular age reversal equivalent to 9 years compared to those who did steady-state exercise or remained sedentary. The beauty of this approach is that it requires far less time than traditional cardio, while producing superior anti-aging effects. The protocol involves alternating between periods of moderate effort and brief recovery periods. For someone just starting, this might mean walking at a normal pace for 2 minutes, then walking briskly for 30 seconds, and repeating this cycle. As you progress, you might alternate between walking normally and walking up a slight incline, or between sitting and standing movements. The key is creating that alternating pattern of challenge and recovery. This pattern stimulates the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which promotes the growth of new brain cells and protects existing neurons from age-related decline. The third exercise that produces remarkable anti-aging effects is balance training with cognitive challenge. This might sound simple, but the research behind it is extraordinary. When you challenge your balance system while simultaneously engaging your cognitive function, you create new neural pathways and strengthen existing ones. This combination exercise targets age-related decline in both physical and mental function simultaneously. Neuroscientists at the University of Illinois found that balance training combined with cognitive tasks increases brain volume in areas associated with memory and executive function. Participants showed improvements equivalent to reversing 1 to 2 years of age-related brain volume loss. The hippocampus, which is crucial for memory formation and often shrinks with age, actually increased in size. This type of exercise also strengthens the vestibular system, which is responsible for balance and spatial orientation, dramatically reducing fall risk while improving cognitive function. The specific approach involves performing simple balance exercises while engaging your mind in tasks that require attention and processing. You might stand on one foot while reciting the alphabet backwards, or walk in a straight line while naming animals that start with each letter of the alphabet. You could practice standing with your feet together and eyes closed while counting backwards from 100 by sevens. These exercises force your brain and body to work together in ways that create new neural connections and strengthen existing ones. As you progress, you can increase the challenge by standing on unstable surfaces like a pillow or foam pad while performing mental tasks. The key is always combining the physical balance challenge with cognitive engagement. This dual task approach has been shown to improve reaction time, reduce fall risk by up to 40%, and maintain cognitive function better than either balance training or mental exercises alone. The fourth exercise that reverses biological aging is flexibility and mobility work with specific breathing patterns. Most people think stretching is just about maintaining range of motion, but when combined with proper breathing techniques, it becomes a powerful anti-aging intervention. This approach targets the autonomic nervous system, reducing chronic inflammation and activating the body's parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for rest, repair, and regeneration. Research published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine showed that specific stretching routines combined with controlled breathing patterns reduce inflammatory markers by up to 25% while increasing markers associated with cellular repair and regeneration. Participants showed improvements in arterial flexibility, immune function, and stress hormone levels that were equivalent to being 10 to 15 years younger biologically. The protocol involves gentle, sustained stretches held for 30 to 60 seconds while focusing on slow, deep breathing. You might perform a seated spinal twist while breathing in for 4 counts, holding for 4 counts, and exhaling for 6 counts. Or you could do a gentle forward fold while synchronizing your breathing to the stretch, allowing each exhale to deepen the movement slightly. The combination of physical release and controlled breathing activates the vagus nerve, which plays a crucial role in reducing inflammation and promoting cellular repair. This type of exercise also improves lymphatic circulation, which is essential for removing cellular waste products that accumulate with age. The rhythmic compression and release of tissues during stretching, combined with deep breathing, acts like a pump for the lymphatic system. This helps clear metabolic waste, reduces tissue inflammation, and provides fresh nutrients to cells throughout your body. The fifth, and perhaps most powerful anti-aging exercise, is functional movement training that mimics real-life activities. This approach doesn't just target individual muscles or systems. It integrates your entire body in movement patterns that enhance your ability to perform daily activities while simultaneously triggering comprehensive anti-aging responses throughout multiple body systems. Studies from the American College of Sports Medicine demonstrated that functional movement training produces superior improvements in overall health span compared to traditional exercise approaches. Participants showed improvements in cardiovascular function, muscle strength, bone density, cognitive function, and metabolic health that were significantly greater than those achieved through isolated exercise types. The reason is that functional movements engage multiple systems simultaneously, creating a synergistic effect that amplifies the anti-aging benefits. Functional movements include exercises like getting up from the floor without using your hands, carrying objects while walking, stepping up and down from various heights, and rotating your body while maintaining balance. These movements might seem simple, but they require coordination between your muscular, nervous, cardiovascular, and balance systems. This integration strengthens the connections between these systems and maintains the complex movement patterns that keep you independent and vital as you age. One particularly effective functional exercise is the sit-to-stand movement. This involves sitting in a chair and standing up without using your hands for support, then sitting back down with control. This simple movement engages your leg muscles, core stability, balance system, and cardiovascular system all at once. As you progress, you can make it more challenging by using a lower chair, holding the position briefly at the bottom or top of the movement, or performing it more slowly to increase the time under tension. Another powerful functional exercise is the floor transfer. This involves getting down to the floor and back up using various movement patterns. You might kneel down, sit back on your heels, then lie on your side, and reverse the process to return to standing. This exercise maintains and improves the mobility patterns that many people lose with age, while also providing a comprehensive workout for your entire body. The beauty of these 5 exercises is not just in their individual benefits, but in how they work together to create a comprehensive anti-aging system. When you combine resistance training with interval training, you get both muscle building and cardiovascular benefits. Adding balance and cognitive training enhances your nervous system function, including flexibility and breathing work, reduces inflammation, and promotes recovery. Incorporating functional movements ties everything together and ensures that your improvements translate into better real-world function. Let me share with you the story of Margaret, a 73-year-old woman who came to me after a minor fall left her afraid to live independently. She had lost confidence in her balance, was experiencing increasing joint stiffness, and felt like her energy was fading daily. Her daughter was considering assisted living options because Margaret was struggling with basic tasks like getting groceries and maintaining her home. Margaret started with the simplest versions of these 5 exercises. Her resistance training began with chair-supported squats and wall push-ups. Her interval training was just alternating between normal walking and slightly faster walking for 30-second periods. Her balance training started with standing on one foot while holding onto a counter. Her flexibility work involved gentle neck rolls and arm circles combined with deep breathing. Her functional training began with practicing getting up from different chairs without using her hands. Within 6 weeks, Margaret noticed she was sleeping better and had more energy throughout the day. After 3 months, she was able to carry her groceries without assistance and had stopped using the handrail on stairs. At 6 months, she was gardening again, had taken up dancing, and was helping care for her grandchildren. Most remarkably, when we retested her biological age markers, they showed improvement equivalent to reversing 8 years of aging. The research supporting these exercises comes from some of the most prestigious institutions in the world. The Mayo Clinic study I mentioned earlier involved over 70 participants and showed that the right type of exercise could reverse cellular aging at the mitochondrial level. Harvard Medical School research demonstrated that specific exercise protocols could increase telomerase activity and actually lengthen telomeres. The University of California studies showed that exercise could activate genes associated with longevity while suppressing genes associated with aging and inflammation. What makes these exercises so powerful is their effect on multiple aging pathways simultaneously. They improve mitochondrial function, which gives your cells more energy to repair and maintain themselves. They increase production of growth factors like BDNF, which promotes the growth of new brain cells and protects existing neurons. They stimulate the release of anti-inflammatory compounds while reducing pro-inflammatory markers. They improve insulin sensitivity, which helps regulate blood sugar and reduces the risk of age-related diseases. They strengthen bones, maintain muscle mass, and improve cardiovascular efficiency. Perhaps most importantly, these exercises activate what researchers call cellular autophagy, which is your body's natural cleaning and recycling system. Autophagy removes damaged cellular components and proteins that accumulate with age, essentially giving your cells a deep cleaning that restores their youthful function. This process is so important that the scientist who discovered its mechanisms won the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. The timing and frequency of these exercises matter as much as the exercises themselves. Research shows that performing resistance training 2 to 3 times per week provides optimal benefits without overtraining. Interval training can be effective with as little as 2 sessions per week, with each session lasting only 15 to 20 minutes. Balance and cognitive training can be incorporated daily, as these exercises are gentle enough to perform regularly without causing fatigue. Flexibility and breathing work is most beneficial when done daily, preferably in the evening to promote recovery and better sleep. Functional movement training can be woven throughout your day as you perform normal activities with greater awareness and intention. The progression of these exercises is crucial for continued benefits. Your body adapts remarkably quickly to exercise stress, so you need to gradually increase the challenge to continue seeing improvements. This might mean adding more repetitions, increasing the resistance, extending the duration of intervals, or making balance exercises more challenging by closing your eyes or standing on unstable surfaces. The key is progressive overload, consistently asking your body to do slightly more than it did before. One of the most exciting aspects of this research is that it's never too late to start. Studies have shown significant anti-aging benefits, even in people who begin exercising in their 70s, 80s, and beyond. Your body retains the ability to adapt and improve throughout your entire life. The cellular mechanisms that respond to exercise remain active even in advanced age, which means you can still trigger these beneficial changes regardless of when you begin. The compound effects of these exercises become more pronounced over time. While you might notice improvements in energy and sleep within the first few weeks, the deeper cellular changes continue to accumulate over months and years. People who consistently follow these exercise protocols often report that they feel better at 70 than they did at 60, or better at 80 than they did at 70. This isn't just subjective feeling, it's measurable improvement in biological age markers. Let me address some common concerns that people have about starting an exercise program later in life. Many worry that they're too out of shape to begin, but these exercises are specifically designed to start at whatever level you're currently at and progress gradually. Others fear injury, but research consistently shows that the risk of injury from appropriate exercise is far lower than the risk of continued decline from inactivity. Some people worry that they don't have enough time, but the total time commitment for these 5 exercises is less than 2 hours per week, and the benefits extend into every aspect of your life. The social aspects of aging are also improved by these exercises. When you feel stronger, more balanced, and more energetic, you're more likely to engage in social activities and maintain the relationships that are crucial for healthy aging. You're more confident in your ability to participate in family events, travel, and pursue hobbies and interests. This social engagement has its own anti-aging effects, creating a positive cycle of physical and social vitality. What I find most remarkable about this research is how it challenges our fundamental assumptions about aging. We've been conditioned to accept decline as inevitable, but the science clearly shows that much of what we call aging is actually the result of disuse and can be reversed through appropriate intervention. These 5 exercises provide a practical, accessible way to tap into your body's remarkable capacity for renewal and regeneration. The key to success with these exercises is consistency rather than intensity. It's better to do a little bit every day than to do a lot sporadically. Your body responds to regular, consistent stimulation by adapting and improving. Missing a day here and there doesn't matter, but missing weeks or months will cause you to lose the adaptations you've gained. The goal is to make these exercises a natural part of your routine, like brushing your teeth or taking your vitamins. Environmental factors can enhance the benefits of these exercises even further. Exercising outdoors when possible provides the additional benefits of fresh air, natural light, and connection with nature. Social exercise, whether with a partner, group, or class, adds motivation and accountability while providing social interaction. Varying your exercise locations and routines keeps your body and mind challenged while preventing boredom. The most powerful aspect of these 5 exercises is how they restore your sense of control over your own aging process. Instead of feeling like a passive victim of time, you become an active participant in maintaining and improving your health. You develop confidence in your body's abilities and trust in its capacity to adapt and grow stronger. This psychological shift is as important as the physical benefits, because it changes how you approach challenges and setbacks. As we conclude, remember that aging is not a disease to be cured, but a natural process that can be optimized. These 5 exercises, resistance training with progressive overload, interval training adapted for your level, balance training with cognitive challenge, flexibility work with breathing patterns, and functional movement training, provide you with powerful tools to influence how you age. They work by targeting the fundamental mechanisms of cellular aging, reversing decline at the most basic biological level. The science is clear, the methods are proven, and the benefits extend far beyond just physical health. These exercises can give you back years of vital, independent living while reducing your risk of age-related diseases and cognitive decline. They require no expensive equipment, no gym memberships, and no complex schedules. What they do require is the decision to start and the commitment to continue. Your body is waiting for the right signals to begin its renewal process. These 5 exercises provide exactly those signals, telling your cells to repair, rebuild, and regenerate. The fountain of youth isn't a mythical spring. It's the remarkable capacity for adaptation that exists within your own body, waiting to be activated by the right kind of movement and challenge. Take a moment to consider where you want to be 1 year from now. Do you want to feel stronger, more energetic, more confident in your balance and abilities? Do you want to reduce your dependence on medications, improve your sleep, and feel more mentally sharp? These outcomes are not just possible, they're probable when you consistently apply these scientifically proven exercises. The choice is yours, and the time to begin is now.